Homework 7, section 7.1, percents and decimals, video 3. Another conversion that we can do is converting a fraction to a decimal and also to a percent. It's pretty easy if you just remember one thing, that a fraction is just a division problem. So for example, let's say we want to convert 7/8 to a decimal. All you have to do to convert a fraction into a decimal is to divide. 7 divided by 8. Feel free to use a calculator to do the division for you. If you divide 7 by 8, you'll get exactly 0.875. So that's pretty easy to turn a fraction into a decimal. Divide. But what about turning a fraction into a percent? Well, that's also easy. But the trick to turning a fraction into a percent is to first turn it into a decimal. So to turn a fraction into a percent, first divide it. We've already done 7/8, so it's 0.875. Then convert the decimal to a percent by moving the decimal 2 places to the right. 1, 2. So 7/8 would be the same as 87.5%. This last example is kind of a mixture of the conversions that we did. I'm giving you a percent, but I'd like for you to turn it into a decimal. Now previously when we converted percents to decimals, there weren't fractions in the way. So we would just locate the decimal and move it 2 places to the left. But in this case, we're converting a mixed number to a decimal. So how do we do that? A mixed number percent to a decimal. In order to convert a percent to a decimal, we have to first convert the fraction to a decimal and then move it so that we can convert it from a percent. So first, we got to figure out what 5 2/3 looks like as a decimal. Let's start by focusing on the 2/3. 2/3 is the same as 2 divided by 3. And if you put that in a calculator, you'll see that it's 0.66666, which we could also write as 0.6 with a bar over it. That means that 5 2/3 percent is the same as 5.6 repeating percent. And now that I found the decimal, I can move it 2 places to the left. There's only 1 digit to the left of the decimal, so I have to insert a 0 to the left of the 5. 0.05, the 6 is still repeating. And there's 5 2/3 percent as a decimal. In the homework, some questions will say to use the repeating bar to write your answer. So you'll click on a button of a rectangle with the bar over it, and then you'll type the number inside of the rectangle, in this case the 6.